Hi everyone, I'm glad you're here. Thank you very much for joining me. A magnitude 7.5 earthquake struck 217 kilometers south of Ushuaia, Argentina. So that would be about 134 miles. It happened today at 12:59 Universal Time or 8:58 a.m. local time. This is the Drake's Passage that you can see here, and I got it drawn out in red. There's a lot of seismic activity that historically has gone on. This is an area of plate movement and spreading. We come down here over here at the front eastern edge of the plate, the sandwich plate. You can see a lot of earthquakes. This is probably one of the largest earthquakes that they've had in a while. And we'll go back up over here. You can see the direction of the plates moving. Down to the south, we have the Antarctic plate. They're not sure about the depth of this earthquake. It was between 10, which is 6.5, and 48 kilometers, which 29 miles, almost 30 miles. The reason they're not sure about the depth and probably not exactly sure about the location, you need to what they call triangulate the earthquake from 3 different locations, like in a triangle, to get the proper signal to measure the location and the depth. And they don't have this here. An example, like along the west coast of the United States, when they have earthquakes along different fault systems, they need to triangulate, and they don't have the monitors out there in the ocean. So that's the same here. This is why they don't really know exactly how deep it is, and they often say, 6.5 miles or 10 kilometers. They'll just put that as a reference. USGS reported the epicenter was likely between Cape Horn and the Antarctic. No immediate reports of damage or casualties in Ushuaia, likely due to it being so far off the coast and a distance from populated areas. A tsunami warning was issued for Chile's Magallanes region, prompting coastal evacuations. Chile Disaster Agency urged residents to move to higher ground and follow authorities' instruction. Here on tsunami.gov, this is the report. They're saying it was a magnitude 7.5. Location, Drake's Passage. 7:58 a.m. Would probably be the local time. Here on NOAA, this page, it says the event depth was about almost 30 miles. And let me bring this up. It says U.S. Tsunami Warning Event Forecast. There's a total of 8 notices being sent out. The one for Alaska says there's not going to be a tsunami, but this one here, notice, tsunami threat message. This message is issued for information only in support of, the Pacific Tsunami Warning System, etc. Based on preliminary information, hazardous tsunami waves are possible for coasts within 300 kilometers of the earthquake epicenter. So that would be about 190 miles. Estimated time of arrival of the initial tsunami wave for places with a potential tsunami threat. The actual arrival time may differ, and the initial wave may not be the largest. A tsunami is a series of waves, and the time between the waves can be 5 minutes to an hour. Ushuaia, with 83,000 residents, is a remote city near the Andes and the Bengal Channel, known as the end of the world, as a hub for Antarctic cruises. Its location on active tectonic plates makes it seismically active, though this quake's offshore position likely reduced local impact. Yeah, so where's the next earthquake going to happen? I have noticed that when Drake's Bay in this location has had earthquakes in the past. I need to notice more where the earthquakes do end up going around the world. But I haven't done that. But it does happen. So anyways, yeah, what are your thoughts? Have you noticed when they have earthquakes down here by Drake's Bay that soon after another one pops off? And we got the solar storms, the solar winds currently going on. I talked about that in my last video that I just posted. And I have talked about, because of the coronal holes and the weakening of our Earth magnetic field, that we are going to see an increase in activity for earthquakes, maybe volcanic eruptions. And if there is a flare on the sun, they do affect people's health. A lot of people don't realize that. You'll see more cases of road rage, people being upset, short-fused, higher blood pressure. There's more people that make visits to the hospital during an event of a flare on the sun than any other time. Pregnant women can go into early labor when that happens also. So what are your thoughts? Put your comments down below. Thank you again for watching. Thank you very much for your support. I appreciate the cups of coffee and the PayPal donations. Yeah, I don't have sponsors like other channels do. I rely strictly on the ads that YouTube shows. Anyways, yeah, thank you very much. As always, be prepared for, the coming disasters. It's going to get worse around the world. Please stay safe, and I'll talk to you later. God bless you. Bye.